Hello! In this video, you are going to learn how to create a drag and drop interactive response question in Aware. Click on drag and drop. And again, you can do primary standard, correct scoring method, complexity DOK, and the weight limit. Today's video, we are going to create a mathematics question for 5th grade, 5.2b, comparing and ordering decimals. Now, in here, it says add directions for this question here. It is automatically going to tell them drag and drop the box to the correct placeholder. You don't have to put anything here. You do, however, if you're not going to put any more specific instructions, you have to delete this. Otherwise, that will show up on your question once we create it. So then we're going to come down to the editor and we're going to start typing our question. For some of this, I'm just going to copy and paste from another window because I don't want to have to type all of that out. It might take a while. Now, the other thing we have to do for this question is we're creating a table. To create a table, you come up here and you click our table button. The table we're making has 5 rows. We're going to change the width to 200. There is a header. It is in the first row. Change my border size to 2. I personally would like it to be centered. Now, if you have a title for your table, you would type that in where it says caption. So the title of our table is weights of suitcases. Then you're going to click OK, and it creates it for you. But you'll notice doesn't really look like a title at the moment. So I'm going to click bold and place it in the middle. All of the table lines, or rows, excuse me, are left aligned, and I want them to be centered. Highlight, press the center button. Then I'm going to start filling in my table. So I have student, and then I have weight in pounds. And again, because it is a title, I'm going to bold it. Then I'm going to start typing in the weights. So we have 21.605. Now you could copy and paste into this. However, it makes it look different, and I have not yet found a way to change it to make it all look the same. So I'm just going to type it in. 21.48. And our last one is Emmanuel at 24.75. And I somehow spelled his name wrong. Let's try that again. There we go. Then at the bottom, our last part of the question, which they're actually answering. Now, all of that is something that you've probably already done before or created, and if not, cool, you learned something extra. But here's where our placeholders come in. So we have 4 numbers, so we're going to put 4 placeholders. And unlike other videos, you can't actually type anything in here. So I'm going to press enter, and as a gentle reminder to our students that we're putting it from greatest to least, I'm going to place under it something that says greatest to least. Now, you don't have to do this part. You can just leave it with those boxes. It is completely and totally up to you. I like adding it just as a gentle reminder because this is the beginning of this type of question would be in the beginning of the year, and they've slept for 2 months since they've had to take a test. So I'm going to check again on my question, make sure I don't want to change anything. Oops, that one looks different. Gotta change that back. And then I'm going to click, before I click, don't forget the scoring method. Because the students are dragging and dropping 4 different numbers, if they get 3 right, but the 4th one wrong, on correct and incorrect, the whole thing's wrong. Point per task, they could get up to 4 points for this question. Partial credit, on this one, if they get 3 right and 1 wrong, they would get 1 point, and if they get all 4 right, they would get 2 points. So it's up to you, depending upon how you want to weight each question. So now that we have checked our scoring method, we have attached our TEK, and in this video, I'm not going to discuss complexity or item weight. We're going to go down here and click continue. And this is where we will type in our information. So what it's going to do is you have to type in the numbers in the actual order that the answers are. So in first place, the greatest is 424.8. So I'm going to type that in. And then the next one is 24.75. The next one is 21.605. And you have to actually click on the placeholder over here to type in, or you could click on the placeholder spot down here. Either way, if you just press tab, it's not going to move you to the next placeholder to type in your answer. And our last one is 21.48. So the last thing that is really important for the drag and drop, specifically for this kind, if it's in, you have to put it in the order that it's there, is you have to come up here and press shuffle answer choices. Because if you do not, it's going to list them in the order that's correct. And you can click them as many times as you want to continue shuffling it. If you want to, you can add another possible answer choice. But since we're in this question, we're using a table, adding another answer choice doesn't, it just seems like something to trip them up. And I don't particularly want to do that. So we're going to come down here, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be, and press create. Then it gives you your question. Huzzah! But we always want to go back and check it to make sure what the students are going to see on the online test matches what we want them to see. Click preview online testing. And this is what they would see. Now for the students that have oral accommodations, because we created the table in Aware on the text editor, it will read it to them. If you had taken a snippet of it, it would not. You would have to go in and change the properties of the picture, which I explained on a separate video. So congratulations, you have now created a drag and drop question interactive response. Thanks for watching.